Everyone has their own favorite coaster. Some people love old classic wooden coasters. Others love the tallest, the fastest. Some prefer the most unique experiences. And others, they may love the immersive, themed, story driven coasters. For many of us, our passion for coasters started as a kid. And so when we go to theme parks or hop on rides, memories of family vacations or fun times with friends come to mind. For those who've worked at parks, riding a coaster may bring good memories of building friendships with the ride crew. Nostalgia may fill our minds as we hop on a ride. So, what's your favorite coaster? My favorite coaster is Alpengeist at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I know it's 26 years old. I can't believe time has flown by. But way back when it opened in 1997, as a kid, my family visited Busch Gardens. It was my first time there. We went with my cousin and my aunt and my uncle. Back then, I was a coaster fan, but I didn't know much about different parks, and so going to Busch Gardens was a totally new experience filled with many surprises. We rode Loch Ness Monster, Big Bad Wolf, Drachenfire, and Alpengeist. That year, 1997, Alpengeist was brand new. I don't think I had ever ridden an inverted coaster before. We rode it in the front seat. I remember riding with my brother and my cousin, and as we crested the lift hill, we could just see so far. It was huge. There was no Griffin back then, no Apollo's Chariot, so I think it was a little more wooded throughout. The view from the top was just so far, so full of trees, and I loved flying through these huge inversions through the woods. I loved the alpine monster theming, and I loved that sweet memory of overcoming my fears with my family. It was great. I kind of felt like Alpengeist as a kid didn't get that much recognition. Growing up, I used to watch TV shows like on the Discovery Channel about coasters, and I knew about Montu down at Busch Gardens, Tampa, but I feel like Alpengeist just didn't get as much coverage. To me, it was kind of like a hidden gem of a ride. And it's pretty cool. I think Alpengeist, even to this day, is the tallest full circuit inverted coaster, just short of being a hyper inverted. I got to go back to Busch Gardens about 10 years after I rode it in 1997, and I wondered if Alpengeist would still stand up to my memories. It had gotten rougher over the years, and I assumed it would, and I assume it's gotten much rougher even today. But because of my memory and the experience I had way back in 1997, the fun adventure with my family, I still consider it my favorite coaster. So, what's your favorite coaster and why? I would love to hear your story in the comments below.